Hey, what's up, guys? Joker here. Wanted to talk about something that's been popping up recently, having to do with the Mog Station store. The cash shop, and most specifically having to do with Cruise Chaser, the new mount that dropped. Now, let me just give my opinion about cash shops. If you're in a paid game, which Final Fantasy is, you pay $15 a month or $13 a month, whatever how much you pay a month in a subscription to play the game. You pay for every expansion, which Endwalker was what, $40? Um, you don't need a cash shop. You're getting $15 a month for one. There are plenty of multiplayer games that don't do that. Two, you paid the base price for the game, so why do you need a cash shop? I've heard the argument, well, they reinvest everything. That's cool. Um, you know what also they should reinvest is the subscription cost. The $15 a month, $13 a month, whatever it is, they get per month per player, and they apparently have 20 million players, right? Do the math. That's a shitload of money. Like, they're fine. Why do they need a cash shop? That is my general opinion on the Final Fantasy cash shop. In general, cash shops, I still don't like. Um, I look at it as a slippery slope. I mean, hey, sorry, that's a speech impediment with the S's. Um, where it's like you get used to these cosmetic things, where it's like, okay, this is good, this is good, this is good, it's fine. This is cosmetics. I mean, I have it pulled up right here, the cash shop. This is just the tires. Who cares? If I wanted the Alfino mount, who it doesn't matter. Okay, then I spend $15, I get the Alfino mount. But you know, one thing a lot of people having is problems with is Cruise Chaser, which to me is confusing because from the Final Fantasy community, they've had no problem with the $42 amount. I could have sworn it was 45, but 42 right now. Nobody had a problem with this. I've seen plenty of these, especially in Baja and Zadnor. There are plenty of these. I've seen this in the open world plenty of times too. I've seen tons of other mounts. This I saw just today. Fat Moogle I've seen. Um, Stone Carrier I've seen plenty of times in PvP. The motorcycle is super common. Thatter Cat is super common too. The carpet I've seen. The panda I've seen. These carbuncles I honestly did not know these were in the store until right now. I've seen them plenty of times. This White Devil, I've seen that plenty of times. I've actually seen that. The Goku one is super common. Slifner, I've seen that. And that is kind of the same case. Slifner is very similar to Cruise Chaser. The hearts I've seen before. The bear I've seen. Um, Nobody's had a problem with these. From what I can tell, nobody's had a problem with these. But you look at this Cruise Chaser mount. Now people are having problems with this. I've heard, I gotta be honest, I will say Slifner, I have heard quite a few comms about that being on the store because it was like, Odin was a super hard fight originally. It's like, why wasn't this just a mount drop there? Um, and Cruise Chaser is also a raid mount, so it's kind of the same thing. I mean, he's a raid boss, but it's kind of like comparing Rama, for example, in Eden's Promise. If you beat him on Savage, you get a chance to get the mount, which is Rama. So it's the same thing. A lot of people are pissed because it's like, hey, shouldn't this have been a reward in the game before you put it on the cash shop? And let me preface that as why I said before you put it on the cash shop, because I've also heard, I don't know if this is true, that there's some mounts also that were seasonal and you get one chance first and then it drops and then it comes back later, you get another chance. I think the bear was another one of those seasonal mounts. I'm not 100% sure about that, but you look at it. I've heard that the Final Fantasy 15 card, the Regalia, that is going to be a similar thing where it's probably going to drop this last time. That's coming up in September, and then it will be probably put on the cash shop. Um, I don't have a general problem with that philosophy because it's like these are seasonal events. It should be special because you were there for that season. Stuff like that in Destiny's happened before. Um, that I'm okay with. The Cruise Chaser one, I see why people are pissed with Cruise Chaser because a mount that isn't unique for one. The whale, that's a unique mount. It's an 8-seater. That's probably like the only 8-seater in the game. But like, look at this thing. It's cool. It's like dope. And a lot of people on Twitter and Reddit are having a problem with this because it's like, shouldn't have this been a game reward? I mean, shouldn't have just been a drop, that we had a chance to get, and then you put it up. And to that, I say, well, I haven't seen any problems in the game. Now, granted, it just did launch, but in game, that polar bear event when you go to Costa del Sol, I saw plenty of cruise chasers on that beach. No one cared. No one cared. So I think generally, the outrage is coming from where it always comes from, a small echo chamber. And this isn't a big deal to the general audience. I bring an example of Star Wars Battlefront 2. When the pay-to-win shop was there, everyone was pissed. It wasn't just Reddit. It wasn't just Twitter. It was everyone, and they took that shit out. No one is pissed besides Reddit and Twitter. And let me be honest, if those are the two places where you're hearing hate from, no one gives a fuck, because you're always getting hate from those two places. What's the big deal? The general consensus, audience that's shouting, then you got something. But to be honest, I don't like Cruise Chaser being in the store. I would have rather it been a drop in a Savage Raid or something like that, because it is a actual character in the game. Like, look, there it is, Alexander, right there in the shot. It's like, come on. This was in, you were riding this in the raid. This was a part of the raid. I get that frustration. Don't get that mixed up. I get why people are frustrated about Cruise Chaser. I was frustrated about this whale, but it's kind of funny because it's a whale mount and it's $42. I'm kind of like, dude, why are you spending $42 on top of what you paid for a game? It's like, what are you doing? Why are you spending $42 on a mount? It's because you're just a whale. People get enjoyment. No hate, you get enjoyment from buying random shit. You get enjoyment from buying this clothing, fine, whatever. But like, I think at the end of the day, it's a slippery slope where one day it's, a authentic portable pool, and then the other day it's, buying your relic weapon. And they also have these hero skips, where you can just boost your character straight up. I mean, like that's not a problem already. I mean, like, here it is in the store right here. This is your boost. You can story skip too. I don't like those in the game. I think that's a weird thing. Now, not a lot of people have time to play the game, so they're like, oh, I want to try a class. Oh, let me just buy a skip and play a paladin. Let me buy this story skip. I heard Realm Reborn was bad. Let me buy this $11 skip so I can get to Heaven's Ward. That's valid, but like, again, you're right there at the border of, well, what's just stopping them from just straight up putting like, oh, here's your skip for your relic weapon. I mean, like, wouldn't that be a problem too? I don't know. It's it's a tough subject to broach, but I feel like one thing that makes people not as pissed about this is the game is good. And if the game is bad, well, then you're looking for more things to be mad about. And then maybe people will be mad about the store. So that's it. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Please like and subscribe, really helps me out. Catch my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/Joker. Stream every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday through Saturday. And yeah, take care and bye.